If I'm at Applebee's, that only means one thing. They came out with something new. And they did this time. So we got some new pasta at Applebee's, but I also wanted to get some things I never tried before, which are not pictured in screen because I only got two hands, but they are right here. So that's what we have on the agenda today. Anytime there's something new, we stop what we're doing. We try to find out if it's hitting on or not, unless it's pickles from Popeyes, which y'all would not let go for an entire month because me reviewing something that I know I'm not going to like makes absolutely no sense. Drop a thumbs up, man. You guys already know the vibes. And let's get into this video. We got the new pasta. I already got my silverware because I keep some in the car. They did forget mine, but that's okay. So this is Applebee's new Bourbon Street andouille chicken and sausage penne. I think I messed that name up. You want to try this again? Bourbon Street chicken andouille sausage penne. There you go. So we got penne pasta. It has a Cajun cream sauce as well as some chicken, some andouille sausage, which I like because I'm a person. I like jambalaya and stuff like that. And then it has some bell peppers and some onion. So, you know, a little breadstick over here, and we'll see what this is hitting on. I am lukewarm on Applebee's, specifically on the pastas and stuff like that. I do like their burgers, but let's make sure we get a good helping with the sausage and the chicken in every single bite. So there you go. Let's try this out. They cut these peppers really weird. Make sure I get enough sauce on this bite. Make sure I get a piece of chicken on this bite. Here we go again. Andouille. That is like, respectfully, man, that is like as mid as it gets for pasta. My lord. I said before I even tried any of these that I'm not the biggest fan of Applebee's pasta. The biggest issue that I have with this, well, there's a few issues, I want to be honest with you, but again, trying to keep it fair. I'm going to get one of these sausages. I want to try one of these by themselves. This is their andouille sausage. Quite possibly the sausage might be the best thing about that, and that's not saying much. They have this Cajun Alfredo sauce on here, which it doesn't really even taste like Cajun. You do get that Cajun seasoning, but it's not on the sauce, which I'm going straight from the bottom here. I'm getting that from the sausage. The Alfredo is really runny, so it doesn't coat the noodles well. Let's try the chicken. Chicken's not bad either. I mean, it's got a grilled taste to it. It's probably microwave. I know people are going to say that, but it tastes grilled. They got that going for them. It's also not dry, but the peppers are cut really weird. Like, you're supposed to half them and take out certain parts of it, and it doesn't feel like they took it out in certain ones of these. They're also, for me, when it comes to like jambalaya and stuff like that, yeah, that's my last bite. They're undercooked. There's a little too much crunch on those pretzels. The andouille sausage, look, I'm at Applebee's. I've had andouille at like legit Cajun places. This isn't as good as that. This tastes more like Hillshire Farms. But I know that, so I'm not going to take that away from them. It's just really bland other than that sausage, where most of the flavor is coming from that sausage. So, I'm not the biggest fan. And what makes this even worse, when it comes to their pasta, try a breadstick. What makes it even worse is it costs $20. If you get the one with shrimp, it's $22. This ain't a $22 pasta. Like, if this is like a $12 pasta, I don't think I'd be as, like, my expectations, but I never really liked their pasta, so if you do, maybe you like that a little more. I don't like their Alfredo either, just so people know. But at least that's mid. This, to me, is very below par, even with my expectations where they were. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. I would never get this again. You know, there's better things to do with your $20 at Applebee's. When a 2 for $26 is right around the corner, you can get 2 burgers and fries and an appetizer for $6 more than that and call it a day. But this, but now we got 2 things I never tried from Applebee's. We got their Chipotle Lime Chicken Neighborhood Nachos. I know someone's going to look at this and say, that's not chicken, that's beef. That is right. I ordered the Chipotle Lime Chicken Chipotle Nachos and I got beef. But one thing I will say about these, because they do have chicken or beef, I'm still going to eat them. I like, at the end of the day, I wanted the chicken, but it is what it is. It comes in 2 to-go containers. That's how much smaller their to-go containers have actually gotten. And it also has this queso on the side they put it on because it's to go that, you know, so I don't have soggy nachos. So I do appreciate that. But the person, they either A, ran out and didn't say anything when they handed me the bag, because a lot of places will do that because they don't give a crap. Like, they're just trying to get over. So it's very possible that they did that. I'm just going to migrate some of this guac over here. This way I don't have to eat 2 bowls of the same thing. Those types of things are things that a lot of restaurants will do because they genuinely don't care. Like, if they run out of chicken, which I don't think they did, I just had chicken on my nachos, or they screw up, they're just like, what the hell, I don't care, they'll figure it out. And they hope that you'll drive off, especially with to-go orders, because they can't do it when you're at your table. They hope you drive off, and this way you don't say nothing. I'm still right near Applebee's. I'm just not going to go back and wait to get chicken instead of beef. Like, some people, I would have changed my order. I'm not really eating this, so I don't care that much. Like, if this was my actual lunch and I was sitting down, yeah, I'd go back in there. But I'm only going to eat like 2 or 3 nachos, so I don't really care that much. It's not the same reason that we're getting the food. Just so you know. Let's get the queso out. Let's pour a little on this one. It's also got sour cream, pico, jalapenos, some queso. This is their white queso. And chicken, but it's not. It's ground beef. It's the last comment I make about it. There you go. These are their neighborhood nachos. This tastes like somebody's taco night at home. If you're one of them people that had them taco nights where you ground the beef up, you get the shells, the salsa, the guac, all that stuff, you line it up, and you build your own tacos with that taco seasoning on the tacos. Pretty much that stock taco in a box kit. To a T. That's what this tastes like. Listen, I'm not necessarily like mad at that, because them little taco nights be good, you know? Like, I'm not gonna complain about that. This costs $15, both containers. Now again, I don't know if the beef one is cheaper, because mine says $14.99, but mine has chicken on there. So the beef might actually be cheaper, I'm not sure, or more expensive. But it's about $14, $15. And you get a good amount of nachos. And it doesn't taste bad. I'm okay with that. Just think like Old El Paso taco kit. And you'll get this. I know there's going to be some people that are like, oh, well, you can make this at home for cheaper. True. I say this every video. People do not go to Applebee's unless they really can't cook. That's not where you're going out to eat. People go out to eat for a billion reasons. Most of them, they don't feel like cooking. That's why I do it. So, while I do agree that if you bought like a bag of nachos and some beef and all that other stuff, you can probably make way more food than this for the same price. That's not why we're here. So, again, this is taco night. I'm not mad at it. This is my last bite. Nothing special about it. It is just average as average gets. But if you plop this in front of me with a group of friends and we're watching the game, it's a nice little meal. So I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. I haven't done one of them little taco nights in so long. Sounds fun. This was another meal that a lot of people really were high on. I can't see this being bad because I looked at what's in it. And I feel like they just, it's almost like a Taco Bell thing where they put stuff that you eat and you know what it tastes like already in there. But this is their chicken fajita roll-up. Very popular meal at Applebee's apparently. And it has lettuce, pico, chicken, jack cheese, and their Mexi Ranch on it. And that's about it. Like, yeah. I can see this being popular. It tastes like their Fiesta Line chicken in a burrito, or their neighborhood nachos in a burrito, or anything you order with Mexi Ranch in a burrito. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel at Applebee's. Applebee's is the type of place that you're going there just because it's pretty good and you'll eat it. This costs $13.99. They should put this on the really big meal deal thing, but they won't because people actually order it. Where you can get the $9.99 plus a drink, but it's got a ton of cheese, it's got a ton of pico, it's got a ton of chicken. It's pretty stuffed. It's a pretty large burrito. You get an order of fries. Their fries are always decent, plus the Mexi Ranch. I feel like this, and honestly, Applebee's in general, are for people who don't like deviating too much from what they order. You go in, you get the boneless buff, or like this roll up, or like you know what you're getting before you walk in the door, and you don't really have like the palate that wants to have a whole bunch of different types of flavors going on. I'm not dishing you. I clearly like it. I'm just saying, I feel like those are people who really love Applebee's. Like they walk in, and they get like that Oriental chicken salad every time, or like that's what they do here. This is that type of, it's not great, but it won't fail you type of meal. It's definitely not great. But it's a bunch of chicken, cheese, and pico. It's not bad either. Like, this isn't going to reinvent the wheel, but it's also not going to do you wrong. And I didn't see something. Just that white queso. That's pretty decent. I know my face changed, but that was just because it's a lot saltier than I thought it was in the nachos. I don't know why. That's Applebee's in a nutshell for you, man. I'm not mad at this. I'm not really mad at anything they got. I do wish they would have got my chicken order right in the nachos, but pretty much the same thing. So this gets a 6 out of 10. I think I say this about Applebee's like virtually every time I go. It's, to me, perfectly rated in the sense of it's very just average. I don't think there's much at Applebee's that really stands out. They do have some things that I do enjoy, but Applebee's is one of those places that, at least for me historically, was like all reliable. I used to go there in college. Me and my friends used to actually watch Monday Night Football at Applebee's too, and they had like half appetizers and stuff like that. So you go there, they're not like reinventing the wheel, they're great, but you're more just trying to vibe with people and you eat there. And that's what I think it still is. They've tried to do some things, but it never really land most of the time, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't dislike Applebee's. I think they have some really good burgers, but other than that, it's perfectly just like meh. I don't want to call it mid because people think it's negative. So, like, most of their food is like a 6 out of 10 on a chain scale. Like, that's what I think of Applebee's. So, I'm not mad I got anything. Even that $20 pasta is the only thing that I just think sucks. If you're going to go to Applebee's, I would stick largely to, like, whatever it is that you order. Don't deviate too much. The burgers are probably your best bet. That's been the end of the video, man. It's hot outside. Even though it's 76 degrees, it's got to be 100 degrees in this car. And I try not to turn the air on because when I turn the air on, like, you can hear the air conditioning, and I don't like that in the videos. So I suffer for, like, the 20, 30 minutes it takes to film. But we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube. Turn the air on.